Hello, academic stars around the globe. Welcome to Caltex Academy on this channel. My name is Julius, and thank you for joining us today. Happy New Year. Today on our board, we are looking at this question that says, find the area of the gray region. And we have the gray region here inside a square ABCD. So we cannot read this gray region directly, but of course, we need to analyze the geometry, and we do it like this. We need to get the area of the square ABCD, and we get the area of these two similar triangles and the minor sector here. Now, most of the work would be on this minor sector, because for us to be able to get the area of the minor sector, we need to know this angle here, theta. And we also need to know the radius of that minor sector, r. So ME is the same as MF. So for that case, we also need to get this angle here. Perhaps we can call it alpha. And since the triangles are similar, then this must also be alpha. So B is at right angle, and also A is at right angle, similar to D and C. CD is 16 centimeters, therefore AB is also 16 centimeters. And M is the midpoint because it is the center to this minor sector. Therefore, we can divide 16 by 2 to get AN as 8 centimeter. And at the same time, MB is also 8 centimeter. Take note that AB 6 centimeter is the same as BF 6 centimeters also. Now, with all this analysis, let's move on and guess the three unknowns, r, alpha, and theta. Therefore, using Pythagorean theorem, taking any of these similar triangles, BF square plus BM square equals NF square. So let's get our hands dirty. We have BF square plus BM square equals NF square. Now let's make substitution. BF is 6 square plus BM is 8 square equals r square. And when we square 6, we get 36. Now, squaring 8, we get 64 equals r square. Now, the sum of 36 and 64 is 100 equals r square. Now, we can get square root on both sides, where we have the square root of 100 and square root of r. Since we are dealing with length, then we're only considering the positive square root. So square root of 100 is 10, and the unit is also centimeter. And square root of r square is r. So we have just gotten the radius of this minor sector. Now the next thing is to get this value of alpha in order for us to be able to get theta. Using trigonometry, we can move on and get alpha. When you look at this, 6 is opposite to alpha and 8 is adjacent to alpha. So we can move on and consider tan of this angle alpha. So from tan of a given angle, so for now is alpha, is given by opposite over adjacent. Now we can make substitution. Tan of alpha is equals to our opposite is 6 over adjacent is 8. By the way, you can also go on and take sine also and work here, or cosine. For sine, in case you have taken sine of alpha, this is given by opposite 6 over hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse is the r we have just gotten here. All the results will be the same. Pause the video and try this to find out whether it will be the same like what we're going to work on here, and definitely it will. So let's move on and get alpha. So when we're getting alpha, an angle from trigonometry, we get the inverse of that trig ratio. So for our case now, we're getting an inverse of 6 over 8. Now we can get a calculator and get tan inverse of 6 over 8. So it's always good to close this bracket up, and our result is 36.86. So we can approximate it to a whole number, that is 37. Therefore, alpha is equals to 37 degrees. Now, for us to be able to get the area of the minor sector, we need this angle theta. So, when we consider AB as a straight line, then the sum of these three angles, alpha, theta, and alpha, must give us 180. So let's do that here. Therefore, since these are 2, we just simply multiply them and say 2 alpha plus theta must give us 180. So we can replace alpha by what we have just gotten here, and that is 37 degrees, plus our theta must give us 180 degrees. So multiplying these two numbers together using our calc, we have 37 times 2. Our result is 74. So we have gotten 74 degrees plus theta still must give us 180 degrees. So getting theta alone, meaning we have to subtract 74 from both sides. So from the left hand side, 74 will disappear, and we have here 180 minus 74 degrees. Let us subtract this away from 180, and we have here 106. So let's have here our value of theta as 106 degrees. Therefore, since we have already known the value of theta and we have known the radius, we can go on and get the area of the gray region by simply quoting a formula, and we can make it once and get our answer. So the area of the gray region A is given by the area of the square, and we can call each of the length as L. So we have L square because it's L times L minus. Now we can go ahead and subtract the areas of the two triangles and the minor sector. And since the triangles are similar, then we have the base multiplied by the height. And if you are doubting, it will be just like this. And this is the height, this is the base. So we know that if you are getting area of a triangle, it's gotten by 1/2 times base times height. Now, if we know that we have 2 of them, then we multiply by 2, we realize that these 2 will cancel with this, and we only have base times height. And that is why we have given this here. Now we have to add it together to the area of the sector, and the area of the sector is gotten by getting theta over the center degrees 360, and we multiply by the value of pi, and we multiply by the radius square. Let's close this bracket and we move on to make substitution. Therefore, our A is the same as the length is 16, so we square 16 minus, let's maintain the same bracket here, and we make substitution of the base. And remember our base was 6, so we multiply by 8, and we add this to theta is this value here, that is 106 degrees over 360 degrees. Let me maintain the pi value here, and we multiply this by 10 square. Now, closing up this bracket, we can move on. Let's get our calculator and make this calculation once. So let's have 16 square, and we subtract away. Let's open up this bracket, and we have, of course, 6 times 8 is 48, so plus 106, and this is over 360. Then we multiply this by the value of pi, we get it from 6, and this value, and we also multiply this by the value 10 square is 100. So closing up this bracket, and we punch our equal sign, we have 115.4975496. So we can round to one decimal place. It becomes 115.5 square centimeters. Now let's record this down. Therefore, A is equal to 115.5 square centimeters as the area of the gray region. Thank you very much for watching up to this time. Please support Caltex Academy by subscribing to the channel in order for you to get notification. But if you don't wish to do so, there's no pressure. It's also okay. And Happy New Year once more. See you in our next upcoming videos. Peace out.